A whole part of this pilot was to figure out what the relationship is between the indoor and the outdoor levels. And so you got to know what they both are to understand, to be able to explore that relationship. Here we have a CO2 monitor, the outdoor dialysis, and then the spec back here. So I have one radon monitor here. We're doing pretty well, actually. 1.05 as a long-term average is pretty good. So here's the living room spec and dialysis. The base level of dust that shows up on the particle counters is significant in this house. And so even when nothing was happening, we would still have like moderate levels on our monitors.
There are 3 objectives for the low-cost monitoring project: to explore the impacts of outdoor pollution on indoor air, to learn how low-cost air monitors empower occupants, and to explore interventions to improve indoor air quality. Andrew participated in our first cohort and was a little dismayed to find out that his house was one of the worst. He's a devoted father and was really interested in improving his air quality and took on a variety of projects to do that.
Previously we had a hood that was recirculating, and the reason it was recirculating because it's difficult to put a hole in the side of your house or in your roof. And so once I was cutting into the ceiling and everything like that in the renovation, we just went for it. And so spent a fair amount of time running duct work up through the ceiling into the powder room where I had to cut a big hole, then drill a big 7-inch hole in the wall. There we have, is the duct that's already sealed up there. And so there's the fan. So it's very adjustable. This is its lowest setting, which basically does nothing on the cooktop. So you're not really gonna reduce much from a pan. If we see this is getting at pretty severe levels, then I'll just run this for maybe 20 minutes or half an hour sometimes if it gets pretty serious. So as part of our renovations, when we installed the hood, we did a fair amount of sealing, and just sealing around windows and doors and drywall and just finishing, which reduces the amount of infiltration and just untreated air that's coming into the house. It's an improvement. It's definitely not all the way there.
If you want to reduce the particles inside a house, you can make the house tighter so that you don't get outdoor particles. The second thing you can do is you can reduce resuspension, which means you don't kick it back into the air. So you don't plop down on a couch, or maybe you get rid of the mattress that has been here for 40 years. That could be a good thing. The third thing is that you eliminate sources. So that would be how you cook, would minimize the generation of particles, not using candles, not using incense. There are lots of ways that you can reduce the generation of particles in a home. The fourth thing is you can filter the air, and that can either be with a portable air cleaner or with a central filtration system.
The kids spend a lot of time there, and when they jump on the couch and things like that, and they play around on the floor, the levels go up pretty significantly, and so it is what it is. I am at the mercy of my beloved polluters. Air quality is often on my mind when I think about my kids and think about where they go to school, I think about where they play, I think about our own home, I think about what happens when we travel and go to the playground and go down the street. And air quality is an issue that affects all of us, and so I need to be sure that we're doing everything we can to make sure they're healthy and safe.